I watch a lot of YouTube for educational purposes, and I'm always thinking about how we can make use of video, what we can do with it. And I suppose that this webinar is coming from the angle of you find a video and you want to know what you can do with it in your classroom. Is that a familiar situation? As language teachers, we often home in focusing on the text, don't we? And it's a very common it's very common for us to assume that video is to be used for listening activities. You turn on the gas and place a pot of water on the heat. Add some ingredient number 2. What's that? Tomato sauce, possibly. When the water starts to boil, add a handful of ingredient number 1, which we already said is pasta. After boiling for about 10 minutes, the ingredient number 1, again pasta, should look like rubber bands. This means that it's ready. Assumpta has changed her mind to salt. Part 2, to prepare the sauce. Add some ingredient number 3 to a frying pan. What could that be? Ingredient number 3, Anna says salt, pasta. Anna says tomato, garlic. Add a few ripe what? Ingredient number 5, and squash them with a wooden spoon. Daniela says tomatoes. Now that's the basic. It's a very, very simple idea. Take any recipe at all. We move on to the video. So none of you got any of them right. How do you feel about that? Now, do you see what we did there? Very, very simple, but actually we just made use of a second type of invisible text. However, in fact, using the word invisible here isn't quite right, because what we're making use of is what you could call the visual text. You can see the moving images, you can see the pictures, you can see the ingredients, you can see the pickup sticks, the frying pan, the aluminium foil, the tomato pin cushion, the bubble wrap paper, or wrapping rather. But they all imply the language. They don't actually supply the language, they imply the language. And it's up to either you, the teacher, or the materials writer, to create the text here. So what I did was I sat down with this video, I watched it a few times, and I started to put what I saw into words. Big thank you to you for being here.